With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Andrew Suarez gets the ball for the White Sox. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
a little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways. That time, first pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. To his left, Lindor. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them back on the south side. Second inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it's pretty dry down here right now, but I am told there's rain in the forecast for later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Line to the right side. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
Dero, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that where we're at right now. Expect him to finish the season strong. He's having a terrific year.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand bout. They won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And the 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Martinez going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Some guys have pull power and that's it, but then there are guys like this who have power to all fields. What a threat. Take a look here. He generates so much bat speed with his lower half through his arms. It looks like he just flicks the bat at this thing, and he darn near hits it out of the park.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here at 293. 23 homers and 76 driven in. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that's over. 3-1.
3-1.
Line drive to left.
4-4.
Lloyd is there. Let's see if they try it. And neither runner will be able to move up. And it's a wasted chance with 1 out in the inning now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Ready to take his hats again, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And the run is in to score from second. It's now 7-1. So striding in, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Hitter, Trey Mancini.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Ready now, Richie Parrish. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Herrera is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So stepping in, Quincy McCoy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
McCoy.
And he popped him up. Sanchez has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Mark Lloyd. As we discussed earlier in the broadcast, he's turned in impressive performances at the plate all year. And with a couple of long balls on the scorecard today, this one's been no different.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy knocks a donut off his bat, he's going deep. What an unbelievable season. Ride the wave as long as you can.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that misses 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-1 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Three and 1 now as that misses down and in.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Ready now for the White Sox, Richie Parrish. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. The 0-2 once more. Takes this the other way to right. Zimmer is there. Let's see if they try it. And the throw comes in, and all 3 runners are forced to hold on with 1 away now. Now at the plate, Johan Camargo. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Camargo.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that's off the left field wall. And the second run will score as well.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Danny Salazar enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 31.
Scott Schebler will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Ball, 1 strike.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Hit hard to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Camargo on second. Schebler is over at first with one away. A 1-1 out now to Vasquez. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Herrera going back.
On the bag, right here.
They can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Three runs already home here. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another 2-2 offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Yolmer Sanchez will be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch gets him looking, strike 3. So 2 away here as the Sox bat in the 7th. And moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. He's set. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. And oh, look out as that pitch ran in and got him. And that's going to force in a run. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Martinez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup laid off down around the shins. 4 runs here in this half inning. Not close. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
All right, hold up.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leading. Heath Hembree has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 37.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Diego Herrera. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. He'll try again. 1-2. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Count remains full. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out. Stepping into the box, Rich Matlock. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Matlock.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Now the 3-0 offering, and this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Josh Donaldson. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The 1-0, and this one gets away, and a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. Now the 2-0 home, too high, and it's 3-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 31 for him on the season. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
The shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 1-2. Another one sent foul. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The next 3-2. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Tyler Lyons enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. So now Carlos Santana. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
1-0.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter,
Leading off
Mark
for the White
Lloyd.
Sox,
Great game
the
for
left
him so
fielder,
far. 4 hits,
Mark
including a couple of home
Lloyd.
runs. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning, yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
12-6, the final tally here. The Chicago White Sox win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Andrew Suarez earns his 8th victory of the season. Corey Kluber permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Stay tuned. White Sox baseball is next. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Diego Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Sanchez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Digging in, Mark Lloyd. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Lindor is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Lloyd on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lifted the other way to left center. Herrera arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd.
For the White Sox, the left fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Lloyd.
Chopper to short. Lindor is right there. And that's out number 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Diego Herrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
One out now for the Indians in their 7th. And into bat next, the catcher, Devin Mesoraco. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lloyd is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in once again, Mark Lloyd. Held hitless in this one so far, but he looks to be in good position to cap off the year with more home runs than anybody else in the league.
But I think he'd like to have a good AB right here. He's hitless on the day. He hasn't looked good at the plate. I'd like to see him stay back and drive something back up the middle.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Naquin looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by.
Now in the box, Mark Lloyd. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, home run is a home run.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, as this is now a 7-run.
Yeah, just another successful day at the office for these guys, but this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
10-4 the final in this game. The Chicago White Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tanner Roark earned his 9th win of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 10 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base.
From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Carlos Rodon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but don't give it a try.
The designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Hops this one up. Ramirez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Back on the south side, 2nd inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Donaldson.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it. Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Behind 0-2 now. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field. Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2. Set to get his day started, Carlos Santana, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So coming to the plate, Richie Parrish. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Richie Parrish.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Johan Camargo is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Camargo.
From the stretch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Count still full. 3-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Swung on and lifted the air to left center. Zimmer calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. At the plate, Scott Schebler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The center fielder, Scott Schebler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The payoff pitch one more time. He spoils another one and will do it again. Another full count offering on its way. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down in the inning. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Doesn't come much easier.
Digging in to try it again, Mark Lloyd.
Mark Lloyd.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Zimmer should have room. And he brings it in on the warning track. Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mark
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Bowers facing back at the track, the wall, gone! shot here to left. So his remarkable season continues as the lead is cut to 4. It's 6-2 now.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark.
Afternoon baseball on the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Chicago White Sox. Mark Lloyd, with the season winding to a close, the AL's leading hitter makes his case for a batting crown. Next. Ronaldo Lopez is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. Three.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot here to straightaway right field. So his remarkable season continues as the White Sox are on the board first. It's 1-0. So we'll take one more look. Continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Settling in now, Dilson Herrera. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Lloyd. 1 out.
Cajon!
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young...
Now at the plate, Luis Sardinas.
Leading off for the Mets.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Lloyd has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Leading off the inning, Mark Lloyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Broxton will wait on it, and he's got it for the first out. Now to the plate, Mark Lloyd.
Now
comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
The 1-2. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. White Sox ready for another shot now. Mark Lloyd. And he's turned in yet another strong performance at the plate today, but that's become commonplace for him as the league's leading hitter this deep into the season.
Yeah, I don't.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. New York took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the Chicago White Sox. A postseason hopeful looks to gain ground in the wild card race right after this. Andrew Suarez gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
So digging in now, Mark Lloyd. He's kept his average. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get...
At the plate, Juan Lagares, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Juan Lagares.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Lloyd ranging back, gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lloyd is right there. One gone. Digging in,
Now
Mark
batting,
Lloyd.
left fielder, Mark Lloyd.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Oh boy, when you swing the bat, you smoke that thing.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Not trying to do too much, staying within your...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Here's your one to Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lloyd is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last...
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Man, you smoked that thing. Attaboy.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And that brings up Scott Schebler.
Now batting, center fielder, Scott Schebler.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 2 pop-outs for him so far, so he'll look to stay through one here. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he'll be thrown out at third, trying to take the... Into the box now, Chris Villegas.
The third baseman.
Here's the 0-1.
Villegas.
And he popped him up. Sanchez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping up now, Mark Lloyd. And he's turned in yet another strong performance at the plate today, but that's become commonplace for him as the league's leading hitter this deep into the season.
Yeah, I don't see how anyone catches him, guys.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! Solo shot to right center. An incredible 90 now on the season as we are all tied at 5. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Now batting, Mark Lloyd. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds a seam
All right,
for extra
he's up.
bases
You're up.
as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game
Now
is
batting,
pretty special.
center fielder, Scott Shepard.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a horse at any base with 2 gone. Striding forward now is the DH,
Now
Trey
batting,
Mancini.
the
2 hits in
designated hitter,
4 attempts to this
Trey
point. Vasquez
Mancini.
on third. Lloyd over at second. Schebler at first. 2 out in the inning. Weak
There you go.
roller
You're
right
here.
side.
You're here.
A spin and a throw. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year. So they're assured of finishing the
final line
season
score for
with
this
a winning
afternoon's
record.
ball
A
game.
1-run game, 6-5. From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Miami Marlins. Mark Lloyd. With the season winding to a close, the AL's leading hitter makes his case for a batting crown. Next, Justin Napier gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right?
Standing in, Mark Lloyd. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end. 2 guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season?
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. 0 daytime road game for him. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball.
Striding in once again, Mark Lloyd.
Mark Lloyd.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lined into right, a base hit.
Man, he smoked that thing. That a boy.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door,
On the bag, on the bag,
beat it up,
beat it up.
from him.
To second for one, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out.
Ready for another chance? Mark Lloyd. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the hind. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits as they open it up to 6-2 now. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mark Lloyd. And he's turned in yet another strong performance at the plate today, but that's become commonplace for him as the league's leading hitter this deep into the season.
Yeah, I don't see how anyone catches him, guys. I really don't. Only a handful of games left. Multi-hit game today. He's playing with just unbelievable confidence right now. Getting that bat through the zone and looking pretty much unstoppable at this point.
And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone. Up next from Miami, Robbie Franks. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taken advantage of nearly every opportunity.
6-3, the final score today. Chicago. Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game. And Carlos Rodon will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners.
In now, Mark Lloyd. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
If you want to win the Triple Crown, you have to drive in a lot of runs, and this guy's done that. He's driven in several.
Oh, and he misses it.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Josh Kepler.
Popped straight up. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not. Digging in now, Jordan Luplow, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone!
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now.
Striding in for the Indians, Josh Donaldson. The 1-2.
Donaldson.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Lloyd racing back, gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Wow, another long ball.
So now Carlos Santana, previously against Carlos Rodon, he's gone 5 for 13. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd has a play, and that retires the side. A run, 2 hits, and they leave. Up next for Chicago, Mark Lloyd.
Left fielder, Mark Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Go hard.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Scott Schebler. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit. A little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Into the box now, Tyler Naquin as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Quincy McCoy. He drew a walk his first time up.
McCoy.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Yeah, after this blast, the third home.
At the plate, Mark
Now
Lloyd. He'll try to
the left
follow up
fielder,
the double in his last
Mark
at-bat with another big hit
Lloyd.
right here. First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line towards center field. Naquin is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Striding in, Mark Lloyd. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And they're on the board. It's 6-1. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this.
An early winter check-in. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. An unresolved player concern is revisited. An agent calls his client with an update. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season.